r/AskReddit. What do you think would be completely obsolete in the next decade? Standalone GPSs. I actually have one and like it for long trips. I don't drain my phone battery or use my data, and I have a stand that sits on my dash for it. I'm a professional driver, so me. Self-driving cars are going to be following all traffic laws to reduce liability risks though, so there will still be a market for getaway drivers and transporters. You just accidentally came up with the coolest film plot on the planet. Space Getaway Driver. It will take a lot longer than 10 years to get to a full fleet of autonomous vehicles. A while ago I heard of a bunch of companies that are being specifically built for cases when the autonomous car can't handle the environment, in which a remote driver in a VR simulator, headset, wheel and pedals, and everything is sent in to drive the car until the car's autonomous mode can regain proper control. Any true semblance of privacy. But if you don't have anything to hide, then you've got nothing to worry about. Hopefully, Alzheimer's. It's such a terrible disease and I keep hearing that we're only a few years from a cure, so hopefully it will be soon. Hopefully we can forget all about it. One of the saddest things I've seen was my mom's uncle that had Alzheimer's lose his wife to the reaper. We didn't tell him for a week or so. He would be fine with hearing it, but someone decided that it's not fair, and even if we won't tell him, he's gonna spill the beans. So we decided to tell him together and properly. It was so heartbreaking, and he forgot it after a while. My great aunt had it, and when my grandmother died, the family decided not to tell her because even though she would forget, they didn't want her to experience the pain. It's like she knew somehow though, because she died a few weeks after her, and one of the last things she asked was about how my grandma was. House phones. Everyone's got a mobile now, what's the point? Look at you with a good phone signal at your house. Look at this guy on the Forbes richest list with a house. If you live in the middle of nowhere and the cell signal is shit. I work at a factory heavily reliant on a man-force assembly line. More and more parts are becoming automated every year. So, my plant isn't going to necessarily have a need for me, since my job is to put together work instructions and train for new stuff. Some dude 2,000 miles away can reprogram the ducking things to do the work, and it will take him maybe 1 out of 10 of the time it would take me to prepare and train and show evidence of preparation and training, at least 6 times a month. I work in a low yield high mix manufacturing and hear people uninformed about the industry talk about how machines are going to take a lot of jobs. Not saying you're saying that. We likely work in different industries. The thing people don't realize is how expensive machines and people to design and manufacture specialized machines are. If we make 5 of an assembly a year for a customer, there is little incentive in purchasing any specialized assembly tooling or machines to make it. I think in 25 years for sure. But 10 isn't very long, and I haven't seen the industry really evolve drastically towards automation in the last 5 years I've been doing it. Any current video game, I can still play Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 on my N64 no problem. But duck me if I want to play any modern game where the server has been shut down. Yep, that's the reason why any games I play nowadays are offline single player. For example, I can most likely play Fallout 3 and New Vegas 20 plus years in the future. Fallout 76 I might not be able to play 5 years from now. Hopefully fax machines. Looking at you, Japan. Plastic straws. I read the other day that McDonald's are going to use paper straws instead, but I can't help wondering how that'll work with their milkshakes. You already need to suck with the force of 1000 Dyson Hoovers to get anything up the plastic straws. If bamboo straws can ever get a hold over here, they are awesome. Bamboo straws would be excellent. The plants grow so fast. As a clock repairman, I can see the selling of mechanical clocks being obsolete. Repairing them will still be around for years until younger generations no longer pay to keep them going and end up throwing them away. Mechanical watches I believe will always be around. I think mechanical clocks will still be around, just mostly considered a piece of decor that gets tossed when it stops working. I mean, if it's a mechanical clock, I'd hesitate just throwing it away. A quartz analog? Yep, who cares? Prob can get a new one for $5 at Walmart. But a real mechanical clock, I'd hang on to that until I could either repair or sell it as is.